I believe that before the end of the year, Ethereum is going to be at new all-time highs. And this is why. Now, not only is this great for Ethereum, but this is also good for the entire crypto market as a whole. We need Ethereum to pump to have an alt season. People forget this. People talk about ETH like it's some shitcoin, when in reality, every alt season starts with money inflowing to Ethereum. At this point in time, there are so many bullish catalysts for ETH, including the ETFs, including staking for ETFs coming in Q4, more pro-crypto laws, as well as just the timing of the 4-year cycle. In this video, I'm going to go through strictly based on price action though, why I believe Ethereum will see a lot higher, which is going to be not only good for Ethereum, like I said, but also for some of our altcoins, okay? So these are actually setups I posted inside of the Pro Discord. So I'm going to actually go to a clean chart here and show you guys my reasoning, right? Like what I'm looking at now. So we're going to go to a weekly time frame, okay? I'm going to turn off all indicators except for our easy oscillator here. And by the way, the easy oscillator is like the best indicator when it comes to actually finding momentum shifts on a higher time frame. We actually bought spot Ethereum literally at the low here inside of the group because of the easy oscillator flashing this oversold zone. So make sure to check out our easy oscillator, first link in the description below. But looking at Ethereum here, okay, like what do I see? Well, number one, I see we had this massive run up the previous bull run, right? Obviously taking that liquidity, kind of double top formation, bearish divergence, and price went down. Now, this formation here looks very similar, in my opinion, to this formation here, where again, we're seeing a sweep of liquidity here, right? Sweep of liquidity, kind of like double top formation, bearish divergence, and now we are pumping once again from the buy dot on the oscillator. However, due to the 4-year cycle, I believe that now is a time that we actually see that new all-time high, okay? And there's a few reasons for that. Now, it's no secret, Ethereum has been underperforming this entire bull run. Bitcoin went from 15K to 120K, and Ethereum only went from 1,000 to, 4,000. Extremely, extremely underperforming. However, we are seeing the bias around Ethereum start to shift to the bullish side of things. Now, from a price action perspective, if we take this consolidation period that we had starting from, when was this? Really, this started from December 2023 up until now. We are still in the same range. You can see we have this very clearly defined range high. If I take this right, we have this range high here to the left, which is our resistance. We have our mid range where you can see price react from multiple times. And then we have our range low down here. Now, what we have done is we have created a swing failure pattern of this range low. Now, this is one of my favorite trading strategies, especially for swing trading as well. I talk about this one all the time. Okay, this is called a failure and reclaim. So we actually come below this range and then we manipulate, right? We manipulate and then we reclaim that range. And now our target for this, from a price action perspective, would be the range highs here at around $4,000. Again, oscillator showing us buy dot on the 5-day time frame. If we take a look at the oscillator right now, volume is just starting to pick up. This wave trend is blue. This is a strong momentum, okay? There's no point in looking for shorts anytime soon, okay? We still have a lot of room to run, in my opinion. And we can also see that just based on the general price action, right? You can see this large bullish candle, right, closing back above this mid-range, back above this 0.5 FIB. This is a displacement move above the mid-range. This is showing buying pressure. Buying pressure is strong here, okay? I do not want to look for shorts here. I want to target higher prices. At the very minimum, this range high. Now, the reason why I think we're going to go higher than the range high is because of this deviation. So a lot of the times when you are in a sideways accumulation range like we have here, and you deviate one side, it usually expands past the other side, if that makes sense. So for example, if we're in this range here, and we were to do something like this, right, come above this range first before going below, I would expect lower prices, right? I would expect price to expand downwards below this range low. However, because we manipulated the sell side liquidity first, or we manipulated the range lows first, I'm now expecting an expansion move to the upside, coupled with the fact that we have this equal high here at the all-time high just below 5K. This is a strong draw on liquidity. ETFs are bidding Ethereum. I am bullish. I think this will finally be the time that we get an alt season, okay? Fingers crossed. But if there was ever going to be a time that we get an alt season, it would be now. And even this bull run, people have been saying, Ethereum's been underperforming. We have not seen price action like this, guys, right? We have not seen this strong displacement move to the upside, right? Massive bullish candles on a high time frame, guys, breaking through all levels. This is showing the sentiment change in real time in the price action, right? Pro crypto laws, ETFs are starting to bid. People have forgotten about Ethereum at the worst possible time when we were literally at the range lows, sweeping this higher time frame external liquidity, which again is when we bought Ethereum on spot inside the pro Discord. First link in the description below. But we bought spot Ethereum here, guys, when everyone was getting max bearish, because we understood, listen, Ethereum's not going anywhere. Bitcoin is continuing to climb. Ethereum is the top 2 crypto. This is obviously going to find momentum eventually. What better time to do it when everyone is fudding the crap out of Ethereum at the bottom? We have just lost the range lows. For that final entry confirmation, like I said, it would be on the reclaim of those range lows. Now our target is going to be at minimum range high, but for me, all-time high within the next few months here, probably, probably Q3, Q4 of this year, if I had to guess. Now, something else that I want to point out as well is the ETH BTC chart. Now, this is a chart that I've been eyeing for a long time, okay? And I have been wrong, okay? I'll admit it, I've been wrong at trying to time the bottom of the ETH BTC chart. But if we take a look at the price action here, again, we've swept some of these external lows coming down to a higher time frame demand zone. Like if we go to like a monthly time frame here, I mean, we are literally, guys, at the last monthly demand. This is the last possible area that ETH BTC can bounce, right? On a monthly time frame, look at the oscillator. I didn't even realize this, right? The oscillator is actually printing a buy dot on the monthly time frame on ETH BTC. If we take a look at the previous times where the oscillator has flashed a sell signal, right? A sell signal, boom, massive drop, right? Sell signal, boom, massive drop. We are now seeing a buy signal on the monthly time frame, right? Go down to a weekly time frame. Again, what do we see, right? Volume starting to pick up. Wave trend not even at the midpoint on our easy oscillator, right? This thing has room to run. Again, we got that buy dot, right? Large, expansive move to the upside. We are currently underside testing this high time frame level. If we reclaim this level, which it looks like we're reclaiming right now, and again, this is a very key level. This is a monthly bearish fair value gap. This is a key horizontal zone with price history. If we reclaim this level, which it's looking like we will do this month, okay, if we get a close above this level this month, I'm expecting fireworks on Ethereum, guys. I don't see that much more resistance on Ethereum up until, this level right here. And this is a long way up, guys. This move on ETH BTC could easily be pricing in Ethereum at 5-6K, okay, depending on what Bitcoin's going to do, especially considering that we're getting these massive inflows from institutions, okay? Trump is also signing into effect a law, I believe this week or next week, allowing retirement accounts to invest in crypto. So 401k accounts will now be able to invest in Bitcoin and crypto. Guys, that is a $9 trillion market. So imagine even 10% of that, 900 billion inflowing into Bitcoin and Ethereum, what that can do. So really bullish stuff coming here, guys. I like how ETH BTC is looking. The only kind of downside here, if there ever was a downside, would be that money is flowing into Ethereum and altcoins. Now, why is that a downside, you might be asking? Well, historically, when money is flowing out of Bitcoin and into altcoins, and altcoin just being any other coin besides Bitcoin, it usually is indicative of a local top or a macro top in the market. That is why I believe this bull cycle is coming to an end. Regardless of all of the bullish news, price tends to follow in cycles. We are still in the 4-year cycle. This is the last year. I'm still expecting a bullish Q3 and potentially a bullish Q4. It is something to be open-minded about though, right? We're nearing the end of the 4-year cycle. Money is flowing into Ethereum. We are by no means early in the cycle. Okay, we are approaching the end. But in my opinion, the biggest gains to be had are coming in the next 3 to 6 months, okay? So if you're watching this video, make sure to lock in now. Join the pro Discord if you guys want to follow our exact trades. That's going to be the first link in the description below to capitalize off of these large swings. If you're not making money in this condition, then you can't make money in any market condition because money is literally free in the crypto markets as I'm making this video. But that is going to wrap up this video. Again, this is like the most bullish chart in all of cryptocurrency right now. Hopefully you guys are allocated in some Ethereum spot. Hopefully you guys are allocated in some strong altcoins. Now, if you guys are looking to actively trade Ethereum right now, the only way I would trade this is looking for longs on retraces, right? So any retrace into a higher time frame fair value gap, right? Or retrace, down here, these would be two good long opportunities if we see bullish divergences on a lower time frame, but definitely do not short this strength, guys. That's gonna be it for me in this video. If you guys want access to the indicators on my screen here, as well as to get access to my pro crypto group, make sure to click the first link in the description below. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, comment down in the comment section below, subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll see you guys next video.